The environmental cost of light pollution is enormous. Astronomers estimate that in the UK alone, the wasted electricity from streetlights equates to 800,000 tonnes of carbon dioxide being needlessly emitted into the atmosphere each year. That's the equivalent of an extra 160,000 cars on the road. And it's not just the wasted electricity. Artificial lights disrupt the natural cycles of plants and animals, changing habitats and challenging delicate ecosystems. I'm Chu Owen in the British Isles to meet a community who are putting a stop to light pollution and reaping the benefits of dark skies. Hello? Hello! Are you Joe? Aha! We found you. Lovely to meet you.
Hello.
I'm Chu.
Light pollution is when you're shining light up into the sky and therefore you can't see the stars. A lot of the time, if you're shining a lot of light up like cities do, you won't see much of the night sky.
There's no cars on the island,
There are no cars, and that's nice. We have tractors, but they've got to be off the island, off the roads by 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, right.
We've got no street lights. And we're not the light police, it is voluntary. So the idea is that you shine down where you need it, and you don't waste it by shining it out or up. You could have a look at my outside light, which is a very simple thing I've done.
Gaffer tape and a ladder, eh?
Yep. That's good.
There we go.
The self-governing island of Sark spent 2 years capping outside lights and monitoring nighttime light levels.
So how many people live on Sark then?
About 600. So this is the main street.
Right, this is the high street.
This is the avenue. So Mark thought he'd like to change his light because it shines out. If he could shine it down, then it would light the way to his restaurant just as well without spoiling our night sky.
And after a strong community effort, Joe and fellow residents finally achieved the internationally recognised dark sky status.
The first dark sky island in the world. So we're here to meet Annie, who is from the Sark Astronomical Society. Looks like she's in. Hello.
Where are they?
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Hi,
Hello.
I'm Chu. Nice to meet you.
Chu,
Yes.
oh, I love it.
You're something to do with the Sark Astronomical Society, is that right?
Yeah, I'm the chairperson, although they call me Starfleet Commander, because I don't like being named after a piece of furniture, basically. I think primarily the purpose of the astronomy group here is to try and get people interested enough to actually change their lighting plans where they live, because I think it's part of our inheritance as human beings to be able to see the sky and the stars and the rest of the world, and to know that we're so tiny in our environment and so fragile.
So what is going on this evening?
Well, this evening it's just a welcome to Bob Bauer, who's the astronomer that's our guest speaker. We're going to go out, there'll be a couple of telescopes available, and we'll learn all about what we're seeing up there. It's going to be fun. See you later.
But before sunset, resident Penny Preble and her husband Andrew want to show us some of the wildlife benefiting from darker nights.
Sometimes when you turn this on, you can hear them rustling and moving around.
So what is this?
It's a bat detector. It lowers the high frequency calls of the bats to a frequency that we can hear.
It's like it's a bit like Ghostbusters.
Yes. There's the bats.
I just saw one go past. Listen to that.
Just watching.
There he goes.
Wow. Can I have this?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They've got eyes that are really well adapted to low light levels, which is why street lighting can damage them. If you've got lights shining on a roost inadvertently, the bats won't know when to come out, which lessens the time they've got to hunt. So you've got undernourished bats, which won't survive a winter.
So if all these animals are being affected by the light pollution, presumably humans get affected by it as well?
I think for human beings it affects your cultural. You won't be able to see the stars, for example, if you've got too much light pollution. You've got orange skies. You maybe see the moon and you think to yourself, well, that's all there is. But if you come here to an island like Sark, you look up and instantly you're connected with all those constellations and just the wonder of looking up and seeing all those stars.
natural light patterns help protect the island's insect, bat and bird populations. But humans also benefit, especially the rare subspecies that I belong to, the amateur astronomer. Sark's clear skies have inspired an enthusiastic astronomy society, and tonight is a special night.
That is our nearest neighbour.
That's the nearest galaxy to us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bob's giving us a guided tour of the sky. No light pollution at all. Sort of looking at galaxies and clusters and double stars. But it's fascinating.
I think, considering the mist earlier, it's beautiful now.
A lot of people who are enthusiastic about it, and I certainly am enthusiastic about it, sometimes forget that other people don't see it quite that way. And it's a shame because it's fundamental to us, isn't it? Apollo 8, the first one that they had, the classic picture of the Earth rising above the moon. There's the Earth, small in comparison to the moon, because that puts it into perspective. That's humanity's home.
Oh my God, look at that picture over there. There's the Earth coming up. Wow, that's pretty.
The Apollo 8 astronaut William Anders noted the irony of travelling so far to explore the moon, yet what we discovered was the Earth. And it's that picture that has inspired environmentalists ever since. And, of course, the name of our show.
Oh, I got it, Ray. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. You got a color film, Jim?